Positive attendance, submitting final grades for courses with positive attendance. General instructions. If your class is scheduled as a positive attendance or TVA course, instructors will have to keep attendance records for each student. Take attendance at each class meeting, whether you meet daily or weekly. If a student is absent, indicate this on the attendance sheet. Make sure you have kept accurate attendance hours for each student from the first day of instruction to the last one. If your course meets daily, it is imperative that you accurately track the hours for each student in attendance, including evenings and weekends. Calculate the weekly attendance hours per student and calculate the total course hours completed by each student enrolled in the course. And keep in mind that instructors will submit these records along with final grades to the dean. The positive attendance sheet should include the following information: the course prefix and number, the course title, the CRN number, the days and the times of attendance, whether it's daily or weekly, the instructor's name, and the instructor's signature. This is an example of a positive attendance sheet for Dance 180. Keep in mind that attendance here is tracked daily. The total number of hours attended for each day is clearly marked in the attendance sheet, and that for that week, there is also the total hours completed for each student. Remember, here the hours are tracked daily, and at the end of the week, there is a tally of the total hours for that week. The positive attendance sheet should also have the total hours for the term. In other words, the total number of hours completed by each student at the end of the semester or term. The final grade class roster can be found via the My Hancock portal. Remember to enter the following information for each student: the last day the student attended the course, the final grade that each student received in the course, the total number of hours completed by the student. And remember that the total hours in the final grade class roster must match the total hours listed in the positive attendance sheet for that semester. To log into My Hancock, simply go to the website. You will find your class rosters right here. And to submit the final grades, you will go to the My Grading channel in the portal. Your class roster, as indicated, should list the number of total hours for the semester. Make sure to print your final grade class roster. Make sure to include the last day the student attended, the grade that the student got, and include the number of hours that the student completed for that particular course. Once again, this is your official attendance class roster, and you can download this from the My Hancock portal. The maximum number of hours that each student should attend is listed in your class roster. Your attendance sheet and your final grade class roster should reflect that maximum number of total hours. Remember that instructors should not exceed the number stipulated in the attendance class roster. Before you click the Submit button, print a copy of the completed final grade class roster. Attach the printed final grade class roster and your attendance sheet and forward these documents to your dean. Keep a copy for your records, and keep in mind that students registering multiple linked classes will be listed in one final grade roster. As a summary, track attendance for each student and keep accurate records. In the final grade submission form, which can be found in the My Hancock portal, for each student, list the following: the last date the student attended, the final grade for each student, the total number of hours for each student, and again, the total hours must match the total hours listed in the positive attendance sheet and should correspond with the maximum attendance hours per student that is listed in your class roster. Print the final grade form before you click the Submit button. Attach attendance sheets and printed final grade form and send those to your dean, and of course make sure to keep copies for your records. If you have any questions or concerns, contact your department chair and or dean.